So my name's Angela Gelswick, and I'm the currently the head of the risk and compliance team at the Early Childhood Management Services. So our team, the risk and compliance team, we support our services in, on a whole range of items. So a lot of it is around incident management. It's around risk, responding to risk and managing risk as well, and quite a big element of regulatory compliance, and also quite a big, we focus a lot on just general child safety. Mm. It was a difficult system. So when I came on board a couple of years ago, it was all a paper-based system, um, in terms of recording and managing incidents at our services. We also had paper-based systems for a range of other, auditing, uh, daily checks, EMPs, emergency management plans, and yeah, and that was quite a very cumbersome system. It was quite a time consuming task, not just for our team, the risk and compliance team, but at an operational service level. So for them to have to fill out paper forms, for them to then they would then have to scan it, email it across to us. We would then have to do a lot of administrative work around filing and registering those reports, and then reporting them to the Department of Education if we needed to. So it was quite a long process end to end, and quite involved quite a number of steps. And it was always also very difficult to have visibility of um, data in relation to incidents and a range of other items. Spreadsheets can be a bit cumbersome in terms of being able to pull data and sort of understand the data. So that was another challenge we were facing. So we certainly wanted to introduce an online platform, and for us it was initially looking at managing our incidents, but we wanted to ideally uh, be able to have a platform that had a lot of versatility to it, and that actually had scope for us to introduce more things to be able to be used on the platform. So we asked around at our networks. We did a bit of Google searching. We met with a few providers, and we were really impressed with 1Place, and meeting with Martin and just hearing about the platform, hearing what it can potentially provide us. Um, and we were quite happy with the sort of packages that were available, and certainly we saw that there was a lot of support that would be provided as well in relation to implementation of that system. And a bonus was also that it was able to talk to our KidSoft program, which we also use at ECMS, and we had heard good reports from other users of the system too, anecdotally. So we wanted to identify and tasks or items that we knew that services and educators were completing on a fairly regular basis, perhaps not necessarily on a daily basis, we knew that to for educators to get used to the system, it will take a little bit of time and some learnings, obviously, and we didn't want to impact on them too much. So we understood that in relation to incidents, services would probably have a few per week that they had to complete, and we felt that that was a suitable level of use for them to become, have the opportunity to become familiar with using the system, but hopefully not become too overwhelmed with it. So we selected our child incidents to be reported on 1Place first, and we then rolled that out and had a process of seeking feedback and testing of those forms and templates. And yeah, we were it was didn't take us too long to have people feeling confident in terms of using them and us being satisfied with that process. And yeah, we've started to roll out a number of other uses on the platform. One of the positives is we've been able to introduce a lot of other activities onto the system. So we we've introduced facilities and maintenance ticketing system, complaint complaints and feedback, or compliments and feedback, uh, parent surveys and feedback, a number of risk assessment templates, some third-party contractor management processes, and reporting around work health safety incidents. So that's been really positive in that educators and services have reported that they've found it that love being able to have just one place where they go to lodge all these things and do their documentation and recording. They find the system quite intuitive and user friendly, and once they're finding once they've learned how to do one activity on 1Place, it's very easy for them to learn how to do some, the other tasks that are on there. And it's certainly reduced a lot of administrative time, both at a service operational level and also at support services level and in our risk and compliance team. We a lot of the ability to set up workflows and have automatic emails be able to be sent out depending upon those workflows is really helpful. So that automated system means that we don't have to be manually moving that information through to different spaces or people that it needs to go to. And yeah, just being able to then have a document that can be collated, printed in PDF form, submitted to the Department of Education when we need to. And also what we've now started doing is we have a year of data that we can start to now look at and see what story that's telling us. So that's been fantastic. That's one of the more recent things that we've been doing. Um, so I really wanted to express how supportive and helpful the 1Place team has been. And through I think all of the system implementations that I've been involved with, there's always a few teething issues and things to work through. And the team have been fantastic. They've been really responsive. They've really worked hard to understand what was happening for us, and yeah, really worked hard to partner with us to come up with solutions to any of the challenges that we were experiencing. So, I can't speak highly enough of the level of support that was provided.